Well, it looks like the Toyota Tacoma, the 2024, is still lagging behind in sales as to what Toyota expected it to be this year. I did a video a couple months ago and I discussed that I think sales were down about 60%. Now they're catching back up. Stock is coming back in the Tacoma, but they're not doing nearly as well as Toyota had hoped. Now, in my original video, I thought honestly that the reason the Tacoma wasn't selling well yet was because they really didn't have stock January, February, March. But now, as you can see from a lot of other videos and dealerships, there's a lot of Tacomas on lots and they are starting to discount them in some areas. So I think you, the viewers, told me that you think the price is just too high for what it is and you're not sure about this new platform, first model year issues. So we're going to go through some numbers here, and maybe revisit what we talked about a couple months ago. And it looks like the Tacoma, really other manufacturers, GM, Ford, everybody's just creeping into this mid-size space, and it's super crowded with decent trucks. And yeah, they're all pulling sales away from the Tacoma. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done a video. For those of you that like these regular videos, my dog passed away last week, had to put him down. He's 12 years old, fantastic dog. It was one of those things, you know, the whole family, the kids, everything. It was their dog growing up, and it was a pretty rough week and a half for us. So now I'm back. Let's get to it. All right, so here are the sales numbers for the 2024 Tacoma compared to every other year that it's been selling. As you can see, even the latest month here, September, 18,000 sales versus last year was 20,000. Really every month this year in 2024, other than the first 3 months, they didn't really have stock in those first 3 months, so I'll give them a break there. But every other month from April on, they've really had stock on the lots, and the sales are down if you compare every month, really compared to last year, the year before. The sales are down quite a bit, so that's not really a good sign for Toyota. I know it's not what they had probably hoped, and on top of that, they're having some issues with the truck. And really, look at this. I mean, in September of 2024, you have to go all the way back to 2016 to find a year where they didn't sell over 18,027. So, you know, we'll see if they ramp up sales here at the end of the year. Maybe they'll have a lot more deals and APR, but I think the price being just higher than what they used to be, and first model year issues, I just don't think they're going to catch up. And another big reason that they're kind of lagging behind in sales is what a lot of people tell me in the comments, and everybody has been talking about the Ford Maverick. Look at the year-to-date sales for the Ford Maverick. 135,199 Ford Mavericks sold last year. They sold 66,000 at the same time. The Tacoma this year is up to 126,805. So it's not, the Tacoma's not having a terrible year. It's not like they're not selling trucks. It's just at last year at this time, they were up to 179,000. So they're, you know, 29%, 30% almost down this year if we compare it just to last year. And really every month since they have had stock, they've just been lower. The Tundra, you know, is up this year compared to last year. But the other competitors, the mid-sized competitors like the Chevy Colorado, 70,000 this year versus 58,000 last year. So the Colorado's up 20%. The Ford Ranger, I think the Ranger, TFL has been giving it a lot of love. Everybody's been talking about the Ranger. And when you look at the features and the engines and just everything that they're doing with it and the looks of it, the interior design, people like the Ford Ranger. If you're going to go turbocharged, it's like, why not look at the Ranger over the Tacoma, right? It's up 14% this year, and the Ranger hasn't had a lot of stock. So, you know, give it 6, 7, 8 months, and who knows, maybe next year the Ranger will be up there with the Colorado and the Canyon. That's another thing. The GMC Canyon is at 26,000, so it's up 39% over last year. So if you combine, you know, we combine the Canyon and the Colorado, and they're up to almost 100,000 in sales this year so far. So they're nipping at the heels of the Tacoma, and then everybody else just kind of trickles in there. The Gladiator's down 21%. Then the Honda Ridgeline at 33,000, it's down 16%. Overall, the Tacoma is just not looking anywhere near as good as it used to. And I think the turbo platform isn't helping it, and the transmission issues as well. So we'll go through those now. And if I jump over to the NHTSA website, the Tacoma's already got 41 complaints for this year, which it's kind of normal for the first model year. But so this was posted on October 14th. What component or system failed or malfunctioned, and is it available to inspect upon request? Transmission, and yes, it's available for inspection. When I put the truck in drive from park or even reverse, the truck would jerk. When accelerating around 13 to 14 miles per hour, I could feel the transmission gear searching with rough shifting. I've had a couple people send me emails about this issue, and one gentleman, Matt, who I still need to get with and do a video on, he actually had his transmission fail, took it into Toyota, got a new transmission, and then that second transmission he had to take it back, and it had leaks and all sorts of other issues going on with the second transmission. So had to wait a month or month and a half, and just having tons of issues with them. And then half these people can't even get the new transmissions done in the Tacomas that have bad ones because they don't have them in stock still. And here's another one. I know Toyota sent out this TSB that, they included all these VIN numbers, and then you just have to wonder why. If it's truly a debris issue like they claim in the TSB, then why are they still selling these? Or why weren't they pulled off the lots and fixed if they knew the model numbers? Either that, or it's not a debris issue, and issues like this are going to continue to happen. So this is, I purchased the 2024 TRD Pro on September 5th. On September 20th, the transmission failed with just over 1,000 miles. That was reported on October 5th. So I don't know when that one was manufactured, but they knew about these issues. They knew about the debris issue according to Toyota in their recall. So why are they still on the lot? And of course, this one, like many others I've read about, this says it was stuck in sixth gear. The transmission was stuck in sixth gear due to a solenoid failure. So same thing here on October 4th, when at a stoplight, transmission would not fully engage, had a check engine light and drive control system warning error messages, still had the same problem at stoplights, and the transmission seemed to not be shifting properly. Was able to get to the dealer the next day and received a call from them that he needs a new transmission. So just going to keep happening. Now, I know, Toyota's had these issues in the past. They had them with the Camrys in 2018, and they figured them out. They had the issues for maybe 6 months or a year, and then it kind of cleaned up, and all the Camrys that are on the road are pretty reliable now. So this is not new for Toyota, really. It just, for the price that they're getting for these trucks, I think it's frustrating for people. And I know what you guys told me, the viewers, the biggest reason everybody told me they weren't buying a Tacoma was just the price. It wasn't necessarily that you didn't trust it. Maybe you liked the Toyotas, maybe you went and drove it and you thought it was good, but the price was just such a turnoff for people. And here you go. This is, here in Colorado, a 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport, which generally was kind of like, you get an SR5 or a TRD Sport. It's not really like a huge upgrade. $50,000 for a 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport. It's a mid-sized truck that it just, quite frankly, isn't that capable. And most people are using these to commute. So if you're going to spend $50,000 on a Tacoma, I think people are getting to the point where they're just going to spend $50,000 on a full-size truck, a half-ton, because your mileage is going to be pretty close. You get a little more room. Kids are more comfortable. So I've heard a lot of people too complain about that. Just even though these are a little bit bigger than the last ones, a little more comfortable, they're just the price. It's really tough to justify that for a 4-cylinder turbo. And there are some here, $45,000 for this Tacoma TRD Sport. So some of them are dropping a little bit in price. Let me know in the comments what you guys are waiting for, or if you just think these are insanely priced for mid-sized trucks and you're not going to pull the trigger. And I think this is what folks are seeing when they're doing cross shopping. They can get a 2024 Colorado Trail Boss, $33,000 down there in Florida. Who knows? Maybe they've been flooded by the hurricane. I don't know, but that's pretty cheap, and I doubt they're flooded. They're selling them as new. You can go on here to Austin, Texas. There's a white Trail Boss, $34,000. Z71, you can get the 2024 Z71 for $35,000. So I think this is really going to just keep digging into the Tacoma sales. And I don't know that they're ever going to really have banner years like they used to have. I guess time will tell. We'll see. They haven't had a lot of engine issues with the new Tacoma, so we'll give them that. So far, the 2.4 has been pretty reliable. pretty peppy. People like it, but when they throw big tires on it, like all these 4-cylinder turbos, they're just going to eat gas because you're going to be in the turbo all the time once you get big tires on them. But that's, that's pretty normal. I guess at least you have power. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Love to hear your thoughts. What mid-size truck would you buy over the Taco? And were you looking for a Tacoma and now you've switched over to something else? Kind of looks like the market is certainly shifting that way, where just the options are giving people, they're going every which way. Some people are going down to the Maverick. Some people are jumping over to Nissan or Chevy or whoever else they can find. Thanks for watching. Till next time.